Uh, all right. Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Koenig. Do me a favor. Type in your first name and where you are calling in from. That'll verify that we've got good sound and good audio and good video. So if you can hear me speaking, do me a favor. Type in your first name and where you're calling in from. So I've got Stephen from Atlanta. Welcome, Scott from Calgary. Hopefully everybody knows how to use this chat box. Paresh from Tallahassee. Welcome. I've got Axel from Berlin. Welcome. Kathleen from Chicago. I've got Ivan from Montana. Jim from Franklin, Tennessee. Mason from Iraq. Welcome. Derek from Berlin. Okay, we've got good audio. We've got good visual. We're going to go ahead and get started right here. First off, hopefully everybody understands anytime you are investing in the markets, there's risk involved. So you always want to make sure that you're following proper equity management. Start off with a small account. Losses are a normal part of the process. Now, we are not CTAs. That stands for Commodity Trading Advisor. What that means is I can't trade for you. We can't trade for you. But what we do here is we teach you, we guide you, we coach you. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is up to you. You will always have full control. Type in a yes if this all makes sense. If not, we want to make sure we have a good discussion with you. I'll introduce our company, myself, in just a moment. We've got a lot of information. So if I'm going a little bit quick, make sure you do type in the questions in the chat box. We want to make sure we get you all the answers that you're looking for. Now, today, I could read this, but bottom line, this portion of today's presentation, see if currency trading, if Forex trading is for you. Some people do it part-time, some do it full-time. Let me tell you, once you figure it out, though, everyone does really, really well. Now, it's not for everyone, though. So for that reason, I want to commend you on being here to find out and check it out. I won't take your time for granted. I appreciate your time. We're going to go about 60 minutes. Now, I do want you to take notes on this. This is a live presentation. It is 11:48 a.m. on Tuesday, February 27th, 2018. Make sure to grab a pen and paper. I'm going to give you little tidbits. I'm going to give you little sound bits, and I do want you to take notes on it, okay? Now, as Renee said, my name is Steve Koenig. I'm a senior Forex analyst here at MTI, and, I like to say I'm a recovering stockbroker. I used to be a stockbroker, and I spent so much time helping and training people. That's the portion that I really liked. The stockbroker fit really wasn't a good fit for me, whereas here, though, I help people. What my goal is to help people become financially independent to trade their own accounts. I've now coached and trained thousands of people. I'm semi-retired. I do not work outside the home. I trade probably an hour a day, half hour a day, and I live life the rest of the time. Okay, so that's what many people are here looking to trade part-time, make maybe full-time income. You're at the right place. Now, just so I have a little bit of a feel for our audience, I'd like to do a little survey just to know where to start. Let me ask you about your experience level in the Forex market, in currencies, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10's a beginner, and 10 would be someone making over, say, $200,000 a year in the Forex market. Could you do me a favor, type in your score? So 1 would be you're new, you're checking it out, you've never heard it before, maybe you don't even have a Forex account, you've never actually placed a Forex trade. Do me a favor, that would be like closer to 1. 10 is your full-time trader, very, very successful, making over $200,000. So I got Dave at a 1, Jim at a 2, Parrish is 1. Okay, I've got one person at a 7. I've got Carlos as a 1. About 80% of you really are in that really, that beginning stage, and that's okay. That's okay. You're at the right place. This is a zero-sum game. And what I mean by that is losers pay the winners. And if you find yourself losing more often than you'd like, what you're doing is you're paying people who've got more experience and training than you do. So the only thing that separates you from them is getting a proper education and proper experience, okay? Now let me introduce you to our founder of MTI. His name is Jared Martinez. He's been trading over 30 years. Now he started off probably like many of you, just as an individual trader. And he saw something in the market. He figured it out. He saw a pattern that repeated itself over and over again, and he started to get some success. And he started to get a lot of success. He figured out. Now, he had to do it old-fashioned way, longhand, pen, paper. He printed out, but he saw what I'll call as a secret sauce. He just saw a system that was working. And then others around him saw that Jared was being successful, and they asked him if he could help them, and he said, sure. And first that started with a couple people, and then a half a dozen, and then a dozen, and then it got to be more than he could do by himself, and that's why he created our company. Now, Jared himself, he is known as the FX chief. Okay, he's the beginner. We just call him the chief for short. He's been trading the Forex market now for over 30 years. He's made millions of dollars. He has now helped over 40,000 students in the last 23 years in over 50 countries. Okay, he's a great trader, a great teacher. He's an international speaker. He's a best-selling author. People here at MTI just have a lot of success. Okay, he also created the only Forex course that is recommended for college credit in major universities. Now, he started as an individual trader 23 years ago. He formed our company, MTI, which stands for Market Traders Institute. Okay, now think about this. We've been doing this now for 23 years. 23 years, that's a big thing. Think of any business. There's very few businesses that have stood the test of time. This company, it is rock solid, okay? We've done very well. The last 3 years in a row, we've been the fastest growing companies in the U.S. according to Inc. magazine. Students that learn from us are 103%, not 10%, 103% more profitable. And we focus on basically 3 areas. I call it education. We have world-class education. We have the best software and automation. I call this the tools. But bottom line, to me, what really makes us stand out is our mentorship. Could you do me a favor? Just type in the word mentorship in the chat box if you want mine. Mentorship or mentor. Because you can get education, you can get software other places, but bringing it all together and giving you daily. We offer daily mentorship. We offer a 24-hour-a-day trading room where anytime you have questions, we can help you out. Our company motto is, we never leave a client behind. Okay, so that's what we're doing and everything else. Amazing. Thank you for that. Now, speaking of mentorship and coaching, tomorrow night, I want you to write this down. Tomorrow night, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, okay, we've got a gentleman by the name of Josh Martinez. He's actually the son of our founder. Josh is a phenomenal, absolutely amazing trader, okay? He's turned a $500 account. That's what Josh started with. He started with $500, did not have a lot of money. His dad didn't give him money. He started with $500, and he turned it into a $40,000 account in under 2 years. I don't know about you, but that's the type of person that I want to learn by. But what we're doing is tomorrow night, we are going live. Tomorrow night, Josh is doing a special live trading session. We call it the Year Maker. We've got some trades going on right now that are going to make the year. Now, we've closed out positions in the last week where our students have made thousands of pips, thousands of dollars, okay? But Josh is going to be going tomorrow night with a live presentation calling out trades, okay? Now, we've got to keep this small, and we normally only allow experienced people in, but we are going to allow 11 people from Investors Inspiration. This is an Investors Inspiration special promotion. Normally, it's only students, but 11 of you are going to have the chance to get into this. Now, we've got to keep this small. We've got to keep it limited. But if you're interested in being one of those 11 people that gets invited to this live trading session with Josh Martinez tomorrow night, could you do me a favor? Type in your telephone number in the chat box right now with the word Josh. That's all you need to do. If you are interested in getting invited to the special live trading session tomorrow evening, that's Tuesday at 7 p.m., type in your phone number with the word Josh, and what I'll do is after the presentation, I will have somebody follow up with you with more of the details, what it takes, see if you qualify and everything else. So Derek, I've got your phone number with Josh. Thank you. Nicole, I see your phone number with Josh. Lamar, I've got your phone number. So again, if you are interested in details about getting into this special live trading session, you can do it right now. We've only got 11 seats. Now, on this, what Josh is expecting, we are expecting over 15,000 pips of opportunity overall. If you don't know what that is, that's a lot. And we're expecting 700 pips in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Mason, I've got your phone number. Thank you, Carlos. I've got your phone number. So if you're interested in getting the invitation, type in your number with the word Josh, if you don't mind. Just makes it a little bit easier for us. Okay, I'm going to keep on going right now and let you know this. Now, speaking of clients, these are our students that independent of us, we don't ask them to, they just do this, but we have some online social media where they're talking about it. So Maina right here, hey, I sold the British pound Swiss franc at a trend line break for $1,000, okay, right here, ended my week Wednesday, 1,400 pips. So we just have so many students doing well. Robbie, I made 21% this last week, okay? So I want you to understand, this is what we're talking about. Students that trade with us, that learn from us, are 103% more profitable. Now, let me go on to this. When this presentation is done, I'm going to give everyone here the opportunity to become a student here 60 days risk-free. Now, as we're going through this, ask yourself, can you see yourself learning this? Can you set aside 30 minutes a day to learn this? Now, this is not get rich quick. This is a skill set. It's like riding a bike. You got to learn it, but once you know how to do it, you keep on doing it the rest of yourself. So ask yourself, can you see yourself doing this? Would you be happy with this income? Because if the answer is yes, you are on your way to financial independence. And to me, that means being able to do what you want, where you want, when you want, with who you want. And here's my promises to you. By the end of this presentation, my portion, you're going to understand the full potential in the Forex market. You'll see that it is something you can do part-time if you decide to do it. And you're going to be able to figure out if it's a fit for you or not, okay? Because we honestly believe that if you cannot learn this from MTI, you won't be able to learn it from anyone else in the world. Now, most of the people I had were kind of newer, which is great, more of the beginners. If I have any veterans, give me 2-3 minutes. I'm just going to go through some basic information. I'm going to go to the live markets. I'm going to show you some setups. But before I do, I want to make sure everybody has a basic understanding. Now, Forex, what is Forex? It stands for foreign exchange. They just took the first couple letters of the two words Forex and they called it Forex. And all it is, it's exchanging one currency for another. For example, if you live in the United States, you travel over to Europe, you'd probably exchange US dollars for euros. That's a Forex transaction. I did that. I traveled to Europe. When you come back from Europe back to the US, you trade those euros back, the leftovers back to US dollars. That's another Forex transaction. Type in me, ME, if you've ever done that. Type in me, ME, if you've ever exchange one currency for another. Just type in me because, yeah, Stephen, guess what? You've already done Forex. The Forex market trades the fluctuations of the exchange rate between two currencies. It always trades two pairs. Thank you, Parj. Thank you, Rizard. It's like the US dollar, euro, Swiss franc, Japanese yen. It's always two pairs. Now, we trade these 8 pairs: US dollar, Canadian dollar, euro, British pound, Japanese yen, Swiss franc, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, because they are politically and financially stable. They still move, but we're not worried about them going bankrupt. Now, there really is 4 major reasons that people like to trade the Forex market. First one is liquidity. And what that means is there's always buyers and there's always sellers. You never have to worry about that one. Another one is size. It is the largest market in the world. It trades over $5 trillion a day. It trades more in a day than all the other markets combined. It does more in a day, more volume, than the entire New York Stock Exchange in a year. So plenty of size. How about focus? You know, I tell you, I've traded stocks, but man, there's over 5,000 stocks. It's hard to know which one, and there's a lot of moving parts. I've traded options. You almost need a PhD in mathematics. What I really like and people like about the Forex market is focus. With those 8 currency pairs, there's only a limited number of ones you have to look at. There's only, if you take a look at all the combination, there's only 21 total. And on any given week, we only look at 4 to 6 pairs. Do me a favor, type in 4 to 6. So 4 to 6 pairs, just 4-6. I want you to understand, we're not looking at dozens. We're not looking at hundreds. We're not looking at thousands. We're only looking at 4 to 6 pairs on any given week. Another reason people like it, thank you, Derek, thank you, Bazin, is flexibility. Oh, it is open 24 hours a day from Sunday afternoon 5 p.m. to Friday afternoon 5 p.m. Eastern time. It doesn't close. I don't care if you work first shift, second shift, third shift. I don't care if you want to trade at 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning. It will work with any schedule. There are no day trading restrictions. It's great. You could be in a trade for minutes or hours or days, weeks, months. You can open up any size account. You can actually open up an account with just $500. Some places allow you to open up an account with just $200. And true story, you can actually open up an account with 0. It is a live trading account with demo money, so to speak. So you can still place trades in the live market, but you can practice until you are ready to add money to your account. So what that means, it's very, very easy to ramp up. This is why people like it. Now, it can provide you with daily income or weekly income. It can also provide you with monthly or long-term wealth. In the United States, it's tax advantage. It's a lower tax rate. If you like the thought of paying lower tax rates, type in yes. I'm serious about this. You can make money in the Forex market and you will pay a lower tax. Yeah, there we go, Carlos. It's a lower tax bracket. You could actually trade it in retirement accounts as well, like IRAs and such. Okay. Bottom line, the Forex market offers huge, huge potential. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my charts. And if you can see charts, if you can see what looks like charts, do me a favor, type in the word C, like Charlie, C for Charlie, C for, or type in the word charts. I just want to make sure everybody can see my charts. Okay, good. I got a bunch of you. Now, what is our job? Our job, now, let me come back to this first, though. Let me talk about this. This chart right here, let me show you. You can go to any of the different pairs right here. This is where you have the different time. But right here, this particular chart, this is the British pound, New Zealand dollar. This is a 1 hour chart. And what that means is each one of these bars, we call that a candlestick. Each one of them represent 1 hour of time. Okay, that's all it means. It represents 1 hour of time. And if I take a look, this number 1.91, right probably there. At that point right there, that's 1.91. All that means is it takes 1.91 New Zealand dollars to buy 1 British pound. Pretty simple, pretty basic. And if you want to change the time right up here, you can do a 1 minute chart, a 5 minute, 10 minute. You've got all kinds of things. We've got different tools up here. I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you some of that in a little bit. But what our job is to capture pips. Oh, I've got somebody asking me, what is this system? We call it the Ultimate Charting Software. That stands for Ultimate Charting Software. It is a proprietary system that we make available to our systems. Jared Martinez created it, spent millions upon millions of dollars, phenomenal system, okay? Now, our job in the Forex market is to capture pips. PIP stands for price interest point. If I don't type that out, you know, people always ask me, what does that stand for? So I'm just going to show you. So what we do is we want to make sure pips. How? Let me give you just some real quick analysis. We're going to teach you all this. We're going to teach you all this, but we look for certain patterns that repeat themselves over and over again. We see right here, this is a trend line, okay? And then the trend line breaks, okay? So then we can purchase. Here's another example. Here would be, you know, another trend line where it went down and then it broke it. That could be another entry. Here's another example right here. We have another trend line and then the trend line breaks. Does everybody see this? You can kind of see a basic pattern. Does everybody see that so far? Well, let's just look over here. I want to show you an example of some pips. Okay, so you've got right over here on the right, we've got a down trend line. We've got this trend line down here. It was going down, hasn't broken it yet. And then the very next hour right there, does everybody see this right here? I'll grab this. Does everybody see right there? Type in yes if you see where that next bar, that next candlestick broke to the right of that. Does everybody see that? And I didn't explain it. The white candlesticks means it went up. The blue candlesticks means it went down. So it was going down right there, broke it. So right there, right where it broke at that point, we would buy. This would be our entry. Oh, I want a trend line. This would be an entry. And we always do something that's called set and forget. We always are going to teach you if you want to do set and forget. And I like to call it with set. Okay, there is a target, there's an entry, and there is a stop. Okay, there's always something that's called set. If you want to type in set, S-E-T right now, because I'm going to teach you how to do this. So right here is our entry. Well, we're going to place a protective, I'm sorry about that. We're going to teach you how to always have a protective stop. And in this case, I'm not going to go into a lot of details right now, but we would set a protective stop down here. We call this resistance and support. We're going to teach all that. So our entry is right there. Our stop is this red line. Well, where are we going to go to? Well, I can tell you something. This thing is trending up. This thing is going up. It's probably going to go up a lot higher. But let's just be conservative to begin with. And I'm going to say it's just going to go to this previous high. It's going to go to this previous high right there. That's what we call is a resistance. Okay. I'm going to make that green just so we can see it a little bit better. Okay. So we've got, let me just type this in. So right here is our stop. Okay. So right here is our stop. And then our entry is right there. So our entry is right there. Our stop is this red line. Well, where are we going to go to? Well, I can tell you something. This thing is trending up. This thing is going up. It's probably going to go up a lot higher. But let's just be conservative to begin with. And I'm going to say it's just going to go to this previous high. It's going to go to this previous high right there. That's what we call is a resistance. Okay. I'm going to make that green just so we can see it a little bit better. Okay. So we've got, let me just type this in. So right here is our stop. right here, I got to move in a little bit closer, is our entry. And right up here, this green line would be our target. Type in yes if you're all with me so far, okay? Because this is where we're at right now. We've got our entry, we've got our stop, and our target is this green line. Type in yes if you're with me. Great. We put them all three in. We've got our entry, our stop, our target. Go live life. You can walk away from your computer at this point. Let everything is done automatically. Let's see what happens. Next hour, you know, we're going on, boom, right up here. Right up here. Does everybody see? Does everybody see right there? Where I drew the circle, does everybody see this circle right here? Does everybody see that right there? Give me a yes if you all see that. Give me a yes if you guys all see that. Okay, give me a yes if you see that. Okay, so we got in down here. We have our target right there. How much did we make? Well, right here is a measuring. There's a ruler. So I'm going to measure this. I'm going to measure this right here to that point. And I don't know if you can see up here in the top left, it says range in pips, 118 pips. I don't know if you're in a small device, it's hard, but in the top left, it says 118 pips in 2 bars. Let me write that down, what that means. We made 118 pips in 2 bars. That means in 2 hours. Okay, so that's a pip. Well, what the heck is a pip? Well, let me kind of type this out. Let me show you. Okay. Is this all making sense so far? I want to make sure you're still with me. Give me a yes if this is making sense so far. You can start off, if you remember, I was saying you can start off pretty small. Well, you can control a micro lot with just a $20 investment. And a $20 investment, you can control a micro lot, and each pip doing a micro lot is worth 10 cents. Okay, so in this example, we made 118 pips. Let's see, that would be $10.80 of profit, okay, in 2 hours. Okay, not bad in my opinion. I call this a proof of concept. We're just starting up. Now, you can start at a micro lot. You can start at a micro lot, but quite frankly, most people start. They don't end at a mini lot. But most people end up starting at a mini lot. You can control a mini lot with just a $200 investment. Now each pip is worth $1. Doing the exact same thing, we made 118 pips. Well, 118 pips times $1, that's now $118 of profit in 2 hours. Is there anyone here that might like this kind of money? It's not earth-shattering. But understand, you found the trade, took you 10 minutes, you set, you forget, you walked away. 2 hours later, you made 118 bucks. Here's the way this works. This $200 investment is collateral. You open up the account. Oh, we are not the brokerage firm. You are free to open up your brokerage firm with whoever you want. If you don't have one, we can give you suggestions. But you open up your brokerage account wherever you want. You can trade right off of our software. But your brokerage firm, in this example, they will hold on to $200 from your account. They're just going to hold it as collateral. You get in the trade down here, okay? 2 hours later, you get out right up here. What happens is they give you the $200 back, and they give you $118 back on top of that. Now, see if I can figure out some basic math. That's 118, 55, I don't know, what is that? 55%, 57, 50, 59. That's a 59% rate return on investment in 2 hours. Anybody here be okay with 59% return on investment? And guess what? You don't have to stop with the mini lot. What most people do is they start here, they get more comfortable, but a lot of people go on to something what's called a standard lot. You can control a standard lot with just a $2,000 investment. A pip is now worth $10. Now you're doing the same exact thing. The only difference is, like when you buy stock, do you buy 1 share? Do you buy 10 shares? Do you buy 100 shares? Do you buy 1,000 shares? Same amount of effort and research, but now you're feeling more comfortable. Now you know what you're doing. So in this same exact example, trading a stand lot, you now made $1,180 of profit in 2 hours. How about this? Does anybody now like what they're seeing here? Can anybody now see why people are really attracted to the Forex market? You can start off small, prove that it works, and ramp up and do extremely well. Same work for a micro lot, a mini lot, standard lot. Once you know what you're doing, again, most people go to 2 standard lots, 3 standard lots, 4 standard lots. So what this is called is buying power. The leverage mark or the Forex market allows you to use leverage to increase it. You still use risk management. You still put in stops in place, but it doesn't matter doing a micro, a mini, standard. We give you that full opportunity. Type in yes or no if this is making sense. Type in yes or no if this is making sense. I just want to make sure I'm not going too fast. I want to make sure you're all still getting it. So good, Derek and Rizard and Dave, good. Thank you so much. As I shift gears, what I want you to do, I want you to write down on your paper how much money you need to make on average every month from the Forex market in order to accomplish your financial goals. Do me a favor, write that down right now in the chat box, okay? How much money do you need to make on average every month from the Forex market or from investing in order to accomplish your financial goals? Now, everyone has different numbers, okay? So I got Dixie saying $3,700. I've got Wayne saying $2,500. I've got Estelle saying $6,000. I've got Steven saying $10,000. Dave saying $3,000. Sam saying $5,000, okay? Numbers are all over, but I would say most of you seem to be in that 200, Carlos at 5,000. Most of you are in that $2,000 to $8,000 range, and that is so doable. And this is a skill set. Remember, it's like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it, you just do it month after month after month. Now, if I can show you a couple of basic strategies where you can consistently make anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000 per month, month after month, in your free time and not quitting your job, yes or no, would you be willing to set aside 30 to 45 minutes a day to master this? I'll say it again. Would you be willing to set aside 30 to 45 minutes a day to master this, to consistently make $2,000 to $8,000 a month? Derek, I've got you. Emma, I've got you. Carl, Dale, Dorothy. Yeah, a lot of you are saying that. Okay. Remember, this is a skill. Once you learn it, you never have to relearn it. You can provide yourself an income stream, and you can do it anywhere in the world. When our students come here, they actually don't talk about the income they make. They talk about the freedom and lifestyle it gives them. Now, stay with me until the end, okay? Because here's what I'm going to do. Stay with me in the end, because I'm going to give every one of you here today the chance to test drive us risk-free for the next 60 days. I'm going to open the markets back up. But here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I've got a couple of you asking me questions like in two different areas. Okay, a lot of you are asking about our coaching and our mentoring program and how it works and the daily live trading room. If you are interested in learning more about our coaching and our mentoring program and how you can work with our trading experts like Jared Martinez and Josh Martinez, Tyson Clayton, Jose Tormos, Gary Fickart, Chris Pulver, the easiest thing you can do is put in your telephone number in the chat box, and I'll have someone follow up with you to give you more of the details about it. So I've only got very limited time. So if you're interested in more of the details about our coaching and mentoring, type in your number with coaching in the chat box right now, and I'll have somebody follow up with you about our coaching program. I also have a few more of you asking about that special live trading session that's going on tomorrow night with Josh. I've got some of you asking about that right now. I only have 11 seats available for that live trading session tomorrow night. If you are interested in trading with us live tomorrow at 7 and you haven't already put in your telephone number, put in your telephone number with Josh, okay? If you are interested in that live trading session tomorrow night, or just type in your phone number and we will follow up with you. Let me just cough real quick. Sorry about that. Because only 11 of you, we are going to have 11 of you on this Investor Inspirations be able to qualify. So Marlis, I've got you for that. Derek, I see that one. Matthew, I've got your phone number with Josh. Roosevelt, I've got your number with coaching. Donald, I've got you for both. Okay, so if you are interested, type in your number, and what's going to happen is after the presentation, I'll have someone follow up with you the details. I have only got 60 minutes. I don't have time to go into the details. Carlos, I see you. Derek, I see you there. Hey, Kabir, make sure to type in your phone number. I've got, like a bunch of people on here, so it's not just your name. Make sure to type in your number. That's what's going to help us know how to get a hold of you and give you more of the details. So Kabir, if you want mine, I've got your name. I just want to make sure that, oh, I do too. I take that back. I got your number. I got your number. Never mind. I see it. Sorry about that one. Okay. Let me go back. Let me do this then. Let me go back to the live charts. Okay. Let me go back to the live charts, make sure that I've got this. Just want to make sure. Okay. I'll go to a different one. Okay. This one right here was in 1 hour. This right here is I'm going to go over here. Okay. Have any of you ever noticed something when you see the markets where you've noticed it moves in waves? Okay. It moves in a wave pattern. It makes lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lowers, and then it reverses. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Have any of you ever noticed this before? Type in yes or no if you haven't. Well, what this is based on, this is what our founder, Jared Martinez, discovered, is he realized that the markets repeat themselves in a repeatable pattern called the Fibonacci wave pattern. Now, there's a 13th century mathematician by the name of Leonardo Fibonacci, and what he discovered is that it doesn't care if you're talking about in nature, in finance, there's a number sequence that repeats itself over and over again. You want to know in a sunflower seed how many rows and columns you can use Fibonacci. You want to know how many in a pineapple. You want to know the birth rate of rabbits. I'm telling you, it's all Fibonacci. You want to take a look at the distance of your ear, you can do it. You know, Da Vinci's famous pattern, you can do it. The length of your finger, all this is based on Fibonacci, and guess what? It also works in the markets. Now let me do this. Just for the sake of time, these black lines right here, market makes higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and repeats itself. Well, what we are able to do, I'm going to erase this one right here, make it a little bit easier. What we are able to do is we have a tool right here called the Fibonacci retracement tool. It's proprietary. It's something that we have here. And what we find in this wave pattern, I'm going to do this a little bit closer. Let me do this, make it a little bit easier right here. I'll put in less so we're not looking at quite so much stuff. Okay. So we have the beginning A, the higher high is the B, the higher low right here. This would be the C right there, a higher high. So we have A, B, C, D. Okay. Our Fibonacci, what we're going to do is we're going to put our Fibonacci on the beginning on the A. We're going to drag it to the B. Okay. And what this is something that if you're a student here, we make available for you. Okay. If you have this, we make this available. I'm just trying to clean up some lines here. Okay. Let me just do this real quick. I'm going to get rid of that one. And the way this works is if you see this, where the market comes down, you see this C line? If it comes down and retraces anywhere in this red box, well, then the expectation is it's going to go up to this red line. This is the Fibonacci extension. If, however, though, it makes a deeper retracement, goes down to this blue box, this blue zone, then the expectation is the market itself will go up. It'll still go up, but only, we're only looking to go up to this blue line right there. That's the blue extension. And if, however, using the Fibonacci's, it makes a deep retracement and it retraces in this green zone, okay, then the expectation is it's going to go rise up to this green line. That's how we would figure out what our target is, okay? So the way we call this, I like to say this red to red, blue to blue, green to green. So if it comes down again, let me just back up a little bit. If the market comes down to somewhere in this somewhere in this red zone, and then it retraces, okay, then it starts to go up, but that's where it stops. Then our expectation is that's a red zone. We would expect it to go up, extend is what we call, to this red line right there. Now, it could go further, but we're not going to get greedy, okay? And earlier on, I showed you something, I showed you something called a counter trend line, and there was a counter trend line break, so the market's going down, going down, going down, going down, and then right here, does anybody remember what I was talking about right here? We've got this right here. It broke right there. Market was going down, going down, going down. The trend line is down, 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 and then right there, it broke it. So right there would be our entry. Boom, right there would be our entry. Our stop would be below this A right here, and our target is right here. Is everybody with me? I know I'm going quick, but I just want to make sure high level that you guys are getting this. Is this making sense so far? Now, let me share with you. I've gone through a lot of information. If you choose to become a student here, we've got the full education. We have live classes, and we have an online university. We have some prep courses where we're talking about what is the Forex market. We're going to talk about support and resistance. Now, you've heard me very quickly talk about ABCDs. You've heard me talk about Fibonacci's. You've heard me talk about retracements and extensions. At your leisure. This is only one part of our education. This right here is available. It is on demand. It is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we're going to give you the basics. Okay, this is the online portion. In addition, our founder, Jared Martinez, again, he's called the FX Chief. He is going to put all of our new students, they go through a 16-week mentorship. We have daily webinars, but in addition, the chief is going to personally put you through a 16-week mentorship. I want to let you know that this is all part of what our students learn. And have any of you been in a trade and you just didn't know should you take a trade or not? We've got a pro traders checklist. We're going to teach you how to do this. We're going to say, okay, you grade the trade. Okay, I got this, 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 I got this. You grade the trade. Hey, 85%, it's green, good trade, go ahead and take it. You do another situation, another trade, you're grading it, and you do this, hey, it's only 55%, it's rated sideways. We're going to tell you, don't take it. So I want you to understand, even though I'm going quick right now, we're going to hold your hand and teach you every single step. Also, I want to bring in what I call is risk to reward. In this example, we have our entry right here, blue line. We have our stop down here. This is the red line down here. Our target is there. If I took my measuring device, I'm going to say, okay, our risk is 50 pips. Our reward is 150. Okay, so I just typed this. I just typed this out. So in this trade right here, sorry about that. In this trade, our reward from this entry to up here, that's 150 pips. Our risk, where we get into our risk, that's 50 pips. That is a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio. We will only enter trades if it is at least a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. Type in yes if that makes sense. I'm going fast, but we're going to teach you all this. But here's what happens. We get in the trade down here. Market's going up, going up, going up, boom, right there. As soon as it hits that, we would get out of the trade, take our profits, don't care. And then once it does that, we repeat the process. We have our new ABCD. Guess what? We're going to put our new Fibonacci on right here. We've got our stop, our entry, our target. Check this out. Boom. Right there. Great. Great trade. We take our profits. We do it again. Next sequence. ABCD. We take our trade. We're going to take it to the red line. Boom. We get out. And I had a couple people saying, well, Steve, does this work on the way down as well? And the answer is yeah. Same thing, just in reverse. We're going to put on our Fibonacci's right there. It hits our red line extension. We take profits. Put on the next Fibonacci. ABCD. Right there. Okay? Again, we're going to put on a trade. Bam. Take our trade again. You guys with me? So this is a simple, repeatable program. Now, I know you don't have it mastered. But on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 would be you understand the basics. 1 would be you are totally lost. Give me a score. Give me a score. Remember, we've got the online university. We've got live training. We've got this. But give me just a scale of just the basic understanding of Fibonacci. Give me a scale of 1 to 10. I don't expect you to have it mastered. But does this at least make sense? Because I showed you in literally in 10 minutes, I'm giving you 4 hours of instruction in 10 minutes. So if you are already getting a basics, when you go through the whole training, you're definitely going to get. Okay, I got a bunch of you saying I've got 8s and 9s and 10s. I've got a bunch of you saying yes. Okay, so let me show you this now. Derek, good, I've got a 10. Let me show you this. Marlis and Derek and Carlos, good. Let me show you this now in the live market. Let me show you this in the live market. Now, it can work on any time frame. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. You normally would you look to the left, and you look for either the lowest point or the highest point. When I look to the left, I can see, yep, that's the low point, and it's going up from there. So right down here, where I put this green, that's the low point. So that would be the beginning of where I would put the Fibonacci. Now, we're going to teach in class where to put it. We would go to right here. We would go to right here. We have to make sure where our B is. There's 2 candlesticks to the left, 2 to the right below it. Good to go. And right here, this would be a potential trade. We're seeing right there. You guys see this point right here? Depending on how you did this, your box would either be right, your line would be either there or right there, and your entry would be right here. Is this at least making sense? We had our Fibonacci, we have our retracement, we drew our down line, we got in right there. Okay, now, this actually it went down to the blue line. Yeah, we'll teach out of this. It went down to the blue line, So our expectation is it's going to go to the blue line right there. And sure enough, it did. And when I measure we got in and we made top left, I don't know if you can see this, it made 93 pips, 93 pips. So in this first trade, you just did 93 pips. Well, that's $930 of profit, okay, trading a standard lot, okay, not too shabby. And you found the trade, you put in your stop, you forget, and you go on there. Great. You made the trade, then guess what you do? You do it again. You put on the Fibonacci again. On the next one, you go up here, you go right there, okay? Now, this is where it's going to go down to. You kind of see this. Yep, somewhere one of those. You probably got in right here. I'm going a little bit quick, but we teach you this. So you got right there. This is a red zone. So our expectation is going to be that it's going to go to this red line above, okay? So that probably is about right there. And on this next trade, I don't know if you can see the top left, we just made 148 pips, 148 pips. So on this next trade, we made 148 pips, okay? And if you've ever heard the expression wash, rinse, repeat, this is what we're talking about. Now, I am showing you this manual. So this trade, this would be $1,480 trading the standard lot, okay? I am showing you this. Is there anybody here, type in me, M-E, if I could show you a way where the Fibonacci's could be drawn automatically, where you didn't have to do it, type in me. Also, if there's anyone here that be concerned, say, oh, Steve, I know I would screw up. I know I just won't be able to draw them right or accurately. Type in me if you'd be concerned, because I'll tell you, I was. When I first started here, I said, well, I might not know the rules. Well, we are doing something. We're going to throw in today a tool where you can't mess up right here. It's called a smart tool. This is called Smart Fibonacci up here. It's one of the tools. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, click. And it automatically, not only does it put on that first, like if you were here, it would automatically put on that Fibonacci's, and it will continue to put on the Fibonacci's for you automatically. What do you guys think about that one? Can you imagine if you could have this all done automatically? You guys with me? So right here in this first trade, you know, we made 93 pips. On the second trade, we made 148. How about this third trade? Okay, I want you guys to understand. We probably would have gotten in. We probably would have gotten in something like down here. Probably would have gotten in about there. Okay, that's a red zone. Let's continue on. Let's just drive forward a little bit. And it got us out. This is a red line, red zone. It got us out about right there. I'm not drawing a great line. And let me measure this. Okay, we got in down there. We got into that point right there. 494 pips. On this trade, that would be 494 pips. Okay, that would be $4,940 of profit trading a standard lot. Is anyone liking? Type in yes if you kind of like what you're seeing. Okay, and this can go on and on and on. We're going to use automation. Okay, we're going to use technology. We're going to try to work smarter than harder, and we're just going to keep on doing this. So that smart Fibonacci's, we're going to let that just continue on. Okay, so you can look at all these other opportunities where we could have gotten in. Here's another trade right here. Let me show you this one right here. This last trade right here, you know, we would have gotten in on this red line. Again, red zone to red line, we would have gotten out there on that trade. That's a 681 pips. 681 pips plus 681 pips. You know, I'm just going to do some real quick math. 681 pips profit. Okay. So this is just one trade. Remember I said on any given week, typically we might be looking at 4 to 6. Well, right here, just doing this one, what we've got already. Let me take my calculator. We made 93 in that first trade. We made 148 on that second trade. We made 494 on that third trade. We made 681 on another trade. 1,416 pips. Let me just type that. So that plus 1,416 pips. Okay, that would be $14,000 $1,160 profit, okay, on a standard lot. And we're talking about, this is just one pair. This is just one currency pair with others to look at. You guys with me on that one? Is that kind of making sense how that all goes? Okay. So I already shared with you, we're going to teach you this. We have live classes. We have online university. We're going to be providing this. We're going to give you this. Oh, by the way, have any of you ever heard of something called cryptocurrencies? Type in yes or no. Have any of you ever heard of something called cryptocurrencies, or you were curious about it? I want to show you something as an investor inspiration. As an investor inspiration, we don't normally do this, but it's a currency. It's also teaching currencies. Not only is it standard, but I want to let you know this coming Wednesday. Now, on Wednesday at 12 noon, we've got a special live trading session where we are going to be introducing people to the cryptocurrency trading market. Okay, it is this Wednesday at 12 noon. If you would like information on this, if you would like details, if you would be interested in attending this cryptocurrency trading session, that is this Wednesday. Again, we're going to make it available for 11 people. Type in your telephone number with the word crypto, or if you can't spell crypto, just put in a C. If you would like to get an invitation to a special session that is going on this Wednesday, where we are showing Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and Zcash and everything else, type in your telephone number with crypto. Okay, William, I've got your number with crypto. Yep, don't worry about the spelling. Esteli and Steve, I've got your phone number with crypto. Thank you very much for that. I see you all in there. Derek, I've got your phone number with crypto. I've got you in there. So I got to go quick, guys. I got to go quick. But if you want details, you like what you're seeing, make sure you type in your number. I want to go back to my charts. By the way, the Fibonacci's, it works in cryptocurrencies and regular cryptocurrencies. But what if there was a way, if I could completely automate everything I've showed you, if I could completely automate everything, type in me if you'd like me to show you. Because so far on the left, you still had to do the entries. You still had to do the exits. We've got traditional Fibonacci's where it support resistance, candlesticks, breakouts, everything I've been talking about. It takes about 60 days. We've got a special trading tool called the Power Fibonacci tool where it automates it. Okay, you can trade. You could be trading with this afternoon. It takes about 5 minutes to learn. It identifies the trades, where to get in, takes out all the guesswork, saves you a ton. You've got about an 80% success rate, 80% hit rate. Okay, let me show you how this works. I'm going to go quick. So same thing. I'm going to go to the left. Okay, I'm going to go to the left and I'm going to look at the bottom left. I'm going to squeeze this in a little bit and everything else. I'm going to do two things. First off, I'm going to put on my Smart Fibonacci. That just draws the Fibonacci's automatically. So the same thing. Now, you do not have to do the entries at all. You do not have to do any of the entries. You don't have to do any of the exits. Here's what happens. When this is drawn, when you put this tool on, it's called the Power Fibs. What happens is every time the market retraces to one of these Fibonacci extensionaries, every time it retraces, it will automatically get you in and it will automatically adjust the exits. Okay, so going right here, the AB is set up. You put on the tool. It's very easy to do. Market goes forward, boom, right here. Market goes down. The system will automatically get you in. The market will automatically get you in at this point, okay? You don't have to do it. You just put it on, boom, right here, gets you in here. Market goes down again, gets you in here. Market hits the next extension, gets you in there. Let's keep on going, okay? We're good to go, boom. It went down. It actually hit this line right here. Well, guess what? This is a blue line, so it changed from a red line exit up here to a blue. If you were doing this manually, you would have to change all this. I'm showing it to you manually right now just to illustrate, but this is all done automatically. It will get you in here. It will get you in here. It'll get you in here. It'll get you in here. It'll get you in here. And will automatically, because this is a blue zone, it will automatically get you out at that blue line. And here's what happens. Automatically, you didn't have to do anything. Once you set it on, it would get you out there. Can somebody be my helper? Can somebody write down? I'm going to give you numbers. Could you write down these numbers for me? It saves me a little bit of time. Just type in me, if you want mine, type down these numbers. So we got in. So on our first entry, we made 214 pips. Could you type in 214? Somebody type in 214. On our second entry, we made 273. Rob, could you type in 273, please? Okay. On our third entry, we made 324. Could you type in 324, please? On our next entry, we made 370. Type in 370. And on our last entry, we made 440. Type in 440. Okay. Now, if you were doing this, I'm going to write down some numbers. If you were doing traditional Fibonacci, okay, what would have you done? Okay, you would have done this. You would have probably seen this. You would have had a counter trend line break. You would have gotten in probably about right there. It did hit the blue line. So under it still would have been a great trade. You would have gotten out at the blue line. Traditional Fibonacci, you would have made 346 pips. 346 pips. Not bad. Honestly, nothing wrong with that. Plus 346 pips. Okay? Profit. Not bad. But we've got a special technology. We have special automation. Okay? And this is called power fibs. It's a special strategy that I just showed you. And we would have gotten in all these entries, and Rob was kind enough to write that in. Let me just write down what our profits were. We would have made 214 plus 273 plus 324 plus 370 plus 440. That's 1,621. 1,621. That'd be plus 1,621 pips. Okay, again, if you want, a lot of people say, well, put it into dollars because I'm not real familiar with pips. $16,210 of profit on a standard lot. Okay, now, if you had the choice, the same exact spot, the same exact trade, would you rather make 346 pips or would you rather make 1,621? Are you guys with me so far? This is something we are doing special today. Okay, we've got something called this Power Fibonacci tool. It automates the process. You could be trading with us this afternoon. It takes about 5 minutes to learn. Okay, it identifies the trade, the entries, where to get in, where to get out. Okay, it does it all automatically. Now, with everything that I've showed you, using all this technology, do me a favor. Type in yes or no. Do you think with everything I've showed you that you could make not 200 pips a day, not 100 pips a day? Is there anyone here that thinks with our guidance toolage that we could teach you to make 20 pips a day? Yes or no? Type in yes or no. Do you think with our training, our support, our guidance, our daily webinars, do you think we could teach you how to make 20 pips a day? Well, good, because I'm telling you, you could do a lot better than that. So if you did 20 pips a day, and we took that, say 20 days a month, and you took off weekends, you took off holidays, okay, that would be 400 pips a month. Everybody with me in the math so far? You would be generating just 400 pips a month. I think you can do a lot more than that. I think you can do that in a week. But let's just say we get you to generate 400 pips a month, okay? Well, 400 pips a month if you're trading a mini lot. I don't know if you remember a mini lot, you're making a dollar per pip times 400. That's $400 a month. Now, is that a life changer? Probably not. But remember, that's where a lot of people start, and then they get comfortable, and then they start moving up. Now instead of trading a mini lot, though, you're trading a standard lot. You guys with me? You're doing the exact same thing. The only difference is you now have more confidence. Okay, you now have more confidence in what you're doing. You guys with me so far? Let me just do something real quick. Is this making sense to you? Okay. Is this kind of making sense where how all this works? Okay. So now the only difference is, oh, sorry, I just lost something. Okay. So now what the difference is, okay, is now making a standard lot, you're making $10 a pip. Well, guess what? That's now what I call is a life changer. Okay. I call that a life changer because at $10 a pip times 400, we're talking about $400, or we're talking about $4,000. Okay. Sorry, my webinar just froze on me a little bit. Apologize. Okay. So let me just kind of keep on going on. my screen just momentarily just froze on me. So if you're doing a standard lot, okay, my screen will get caught up in a second. I apologize, don't know what's going on. So if you're trading 400 pips times a standard lot, that's $4,000 a month. Would you all agree that $4,000 a month is probably a lot better? I'm gonna just hold on. I'm gonna freeze something real quick. Let me just freeze something. I'm gonna try something. I'm still here, everybody. Just my screen just locked up. Not sure why. Okay, I'm going to go through this anyway. So, but if you're trading one standard lot, do you think you could be trading two standard lots? You guys with me? So the only difference is sorry about this. I'm not sure what happened. My screen locked up. So anyway, the only difference is instead of making $4,000 trading one standard lot, now you're trading two standard lots. Okay, now you're making $20 a pip times the same 400 pips. That's $8,000 a month. You guys understand what I'm talking about? If you could generate $8,000 a month, okay, would that start changing your life? Could you start, instead of working for your money, could you start having your money work for you? You guys understand what I'm talking about? Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to just freeze my screen. I've got to try to find a way to unlock my screen right now. So just bear with me. Okay, I think I got it back. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Let's see if I can go back. Good, I got my screen back. Okay, so now you're trading two standard lots. You're making $8,000. Now you can stop working for your money. Oh, I got to show my screen. So now you're trading two standard lots, making $8,000 a month. Now you can stop working for your money and you can let your money start working for you. We have had so many students here at MTI. This is where Hayward's talking about 4,800 pips a week. Dan, 5,500 pips a week. Tom, 2,080 pips this week. You guys understand? We've actually had our students in 2017, they generated 3.3 million pips. That's over $33 million trading the standard lot. Now, we've got our program here. It's called the Ultimate Traders Package. It's called the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. It provides everything, all 5 phases: education, software, application, mentorship, and live trading. And you have unlimited access to this going on. So here's what you're going to get. Along with these 5 phases, you're going to get the on-site and online trading and online university, charting software, mentorship, world-class support, and you're going to get the 24-hour-a-day trading room. So I'm going to go through this quickly. You're going to get a live trading class 2 days, and you can retake it as often as you want. We hold it like twice a month. You're going to get the training manuals, the online university. You're going to get the charting software that I showed you, all the strategies, the checklist. Every single day we do live webinars. You're going to get the chief doing his fast track mentorship. You will have a dedicated person, a success coach dedicated to you, and the analyst on demand 24-hour-a-day, round the clock trading support. In addition, let me share this with you. We're going to give you a 60-day guarantee. Here's what it is. We're telling you, we want you to go through everything. We want you to go through the live class. We want you to do the live trading webinars. We want you to doing this. And if in 60 days you are not 100% satisfied, we are going to give you 100% of your money back. You guys understand? You get going with this. We're going to give you 60 ties to fully try it out, test it out, and if you decide you don't like it, get your money back. Now, this full program, everything I talked about, full retail would regularly be $10,000. Don't worry, we bundle it together. When we bundle it together, the regular price on this is $7,995 for the complete comprehensive program. But we've got something special going on. If you went to our website, that's what you'd be paying. But as a special promotion for these people, for you that is on these investor inspirations, we are going to take another $2,000 off of it. It brings it down to $59.95. You're going to save immediately $2,000. That's 25% off as an investor inspiration. We do have monthly payment plans. I'm going to throw in some bonuses. Now, if you are open to getting the details, here's what I'd like you to do right now. We've got some special bonuses, but to get the details on this, do me a favor right now, just type in your phone number with the word details. That's all you have to do. And even if you typed in your phone number before, Derek and Mason, Carlos, Marlis, Rob, Hein, do me a favor, type in your phone number with the word details, because all of you, I've got you. So Wanda, I see you. Don, I've got your number. Orville, for everyone that's typing their number right now, I've got some fast action bonuses that I'm going to be giving you. Derek, I've got your phone number. Thank you so much for that. Here's what I'm going to do. For everyone that types in the number and moves forward, first off, the live class is coming up on March 1st, so it's just a couple days away. We're going to give you full access to the online university right away. You get the prep classes. But regularly, that software, you regularly get it for just 2 months, and then you would have to pay for it. We are going to give you 12 months, a full year of the charting software. We're going to give you 2 different types of charting software. This is a $4,400 bonus for investor inspiration people only. That's the first bonus. We're going to give you a live trading webinar every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Another bonus. Everyone that moves forward, you will get on that special live trading session tomorrow night with Josh Martinez. You will get on this special cryptocurrency live trading session on Wednesday. Now, this Power Fibonacci tool, normally it would be an additional $1,495. Remember the one that completely automates it? We are going to provide this to you today for everyone that moves forward as a free bonus. And I did not have time to go into Right Trader. It's another strategy. That is another $1,500 value. You're doing this. And guys, this one is huge. This is huge. We have a full-fledged cryptocurrency course where we teach you the ins and outs. It's like our ultimate trading package, except for cryptocurrencies. It is a $4,995. I can't believe they did this right before this presentation. They said for everyone here on Investor Inspiration, if you decide to move forward, we are going to give this full course to you for free. Now, just type in your number with the word details. We're going to follow up. So in the cryptocurrency, I'm not going to go into all this. You're going to get everything. Learn how to trade it. You're going to get a live course, weekly sessions, the cryptocurrency feed, mentorship. You're going to get all this going on. So let me put this together. You're going to get the 2-day class. You're going to get the online university, the Chiefs Fast Track mentorship, the Pro Traders checklist. That's all standard. For investor inspiration bonuses, you're going to get a full year of charting software. You're going to get the daily sessions, Tuesday's prediction. You're going to get the Power Fibonacci tool, the Right Trader, the full ultimate cryptocurrency course. This is now a $21,000 program. I can't believe they're allowing this. This is a $21,000 program, same price, just $59.95. This is a huge, huge savings. So here's what I'd like you to do. Okay, do me a favor. If you like what you're seeing, you're open to having a conversation. We've got financing available. We're going to make the numbers work. But what I'd like you to do, type in your number with the word details so we can at least have a conversation. By typing your number, you're not locking in. We're not running credit cards. It means we're going to have a conversation. And if you'd like to save another $500, here's what I want you to do. This phone number, I'm going to try to type it in the chat box. But if you can, if you're okay with this, if you call us right now at this number, 407, you got to type in the words call in the chat box, but if you will call us at the number on the screen, and I'm going to try to send it to everybody, if you will call us at this number right now, if you decide to move forward, we are going to take another $500 off. Okay, I don't know about you, but I can't make it any easier. Now, if you call us, get your questions answered, you decide not to do it, no loss, no foul. But by doing it this way, what you're going to do is you're going to take another $500 off. So regularly $59.95. If you call us, this is going to be $500 off. It's $54.95, all the bonuses. Now, if you can do this as a one-time payment, that's what we call option A. You're going to get the max savings and everything else. We have an option B that is financing. Now, it's not quite as low price, but would you all do me a favor? If you have the capacity to do this as a one-time payment, get it out of the way. Not saying you're going to, but if you liked what you saw and you move forward and you'd say, if I did it, I do it as a one-time payment, could you type in option A? And if you said, Steve, if I, and with your phone number, and if you said, if I did this, I would probably have to do financing, you can type in option B. So Derek and Mason and Carlos and Marlis and Human and Rob and everyone else, could you do me a favor? Could you just let us know option A or option B? It just lets us know which person to have follow up with you. We have some people that specialize in the financing aspect. Okay, so I got a bunch of you doing that. So again, the class is on this coming March 1st and 2nd. Okay, we have a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. Kick the tires, get going. If it doesn't work, get your money back. You get all this with the call-in bonus for $54.95. You're going to get a special live trading session tomorrow night with Josh. Okay, you're going to get the full package, everything I talked about. This is everything we're talking about. You're going to get all this right now. You can be like our students. Donald, he joined our $5,000 per month club in his 5th month. I've got she joined our $10,000 a month. He got there in our 4th month. We've got Sol is making over $25,000 a month. I've got Arthur. He's now in our $50,000 per month club. These are people. These are students. Now, if you are on the fence, you don't think you have the time, you don't think you can afford it, you're not sure if it's going to work, I'm going to tell you, I understand this. Here's what I'd like you to do. If you are on the fence for any reason, type in your number, your telephone number in the chat box, followed by the word fence. That's all you need to do. What that's telling us is you have an interest. Okay, you're not 100% sold, you've got questions, you're not saying you're doing it, maybe money is tight, but if you have an interest, you're at least willing to have a conversation. Type in your phone number with the word fence. That's all you have to do. Because I'm going to tell you something, other than money, if money is the only thing stopping you, we've got special financing set up. Okay, so all you need to do right now, type in your phone number with the word fence, and what that's going to tell us is we're going to have a conversation. Okay, doesn't mean you're moving forward, but it says I'm willing to have a discussion. I've got questions. You can explain how this works a little bit better, and then we'll see. And if it works, great, fantastic. We'll get you into it so you can get in Josh's session tomorrow night. And if you decide it's not for you at this time, no loss, no fault. Now, this is my last slide. If you can call us right now, you're going to save an extra $500. You're going to do that. So this is it, everyone. This is my last slide. This is the last opportunity. If you at least want to get details, type in your number with the word details, and we will follow up with you.